You go main, Kert.
No, you. So, hello. Welcome to round 8 here at Indianapolis, USA, where already next week will be as well the Indianapolis 500. Our both are,
That's an interesting line.
Yeah, for sure. So let's introduce ourselves. I am Kert Rohtjarv, as always, and beside me is long forgotten now Domenico Scarpelli.
Hello, everybody. I'm really good, Kert. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I am good as well. So, are you ready to see hopefully some chaos here at Indianapolis?
We have some interesting names and some interesting comeback. We have the one and only KV86 team manager Christian Vazder on the grid today. Last race was pretty sure it was Brazil 2023. He went for a sabbatic year in 2024. He just didn't compete anywhere. As at the moment we see Alfidelle spinning and bitching it onto the gravel outside the final corner.
Yeah,
well,
but here
can we consider this the final corner, to be fair? I don't think we can. This is the third to last corner.
I think we can count the oval as the final corner.
The last actual corner, that's how we're gonna call it.
Oh yeah.
Because after that it's just flat to the line, like.
I really love the oval layout, so they can take a bit of the oval. Oh, and Victor Bennett to the purple sector 3.
Purple sector 3, yep. It's gonna be interesting watching even the top speeds to see if pretty much everybody went on a similar approach with no wings, zero totally,
Yeah.
Or if we actually see some people going for a different strat. We've seen something in FS2 where a lot of drivers were peaking at higher speeds, and then you had the slowest driver on the grid with the higher wing, myself.
Well, you can count me as the slowest because I didn't even show up, so...
Oh yeah, you didn't show up. That's a negative aura, by the way. You were talking about that earlier.
I had... No, you had negative aura because you barely made it on time.
True, but David Junte going into the pits, what is he doing?
He's getting those FS2 flashbacks now.
Yeah, he's getting the career ladder experience where you cannot escape on track,
Yeah.
So
he's warming up,
Yeah. Maybe he'll get a drive for the next FS2 round at Canada after the spring break, since currently we're about to enter it. Pretty sure this is the last race before the spring break as well in Academy, but correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, it is.
And at the moment we don't have any other tracks on the calendar, but they will get updated. So if you're new in GPV and you might get scared because you go on the Academy calendar page and you don't see anything, don't worry, they will get added. Yeah, they just get added period after period because since Academy doesn't actually follow the career ladder calendar, we have some track variations. Like we've seen last week, for example, we had Valencia at Ricardo Tormo, while the career ladder was at Circuit de Catalunya in Barcelona, for example. So don't worry about that if you're new and you want to sign up, because there will be more races.
Yeah.
Actually, small correction. I think the calendar got updated, like, pretty recently. Because now we have every day. And we see that the next round is going to be on the 16th of June at the Circuit GPVWC at Canada. And then after that, we're going to have Donington Park. Donington Park is a really interesting circuit.
Well, yeah, we talked about it with the management, so the tracks are well known for now.
I wonder if Donington Park is gonna use the shorter layout, the one without the second hairpin, but the double hairpin, so it's just a chicane.
I really love the Donington Sector 1, by the way.
Yeah, really, really enjoyable track to drive on, except if you go off into, what is it, turn 1, 2, 3, into turn 5. You don't really want to go off there.
Yeah,
But
that's
let's
the issue.
go back at the moment for qualifying, as we currently have Alex Day followed by Bernard and Norris.
Lando.
Pretty sure Alex Norris is a newcomer. I don't remember him driving, if I can be honest.
Yeah, should be one of the newcomers.
Should be one of the new debutants of this race.
I didn't see him in Valencia when I was commentating, so
Yeah,
new
I'm
name.
checking now his profile, and yeah, this is his first appearance. And to be fair, that's not bad for being already in the P3, you know. So pretty good for him.
I guess he has grinded all night, day and night then.
In the meantime, Alessandro Iannone goes up to P8. And we now see Alex Norris, purple sector 1, purple sector 2 is on a flyer. He just has to carry it home and he goes into the gravel.
It was
Oh,
2 tenths
no.
up, so that was pretty...
Yeah, it was really improving.
But
yeah.
Pierre de Rome.
We see here Pierre de Rome, another new driver. We have a lot of new drivers today.
Yeah, but
Mr. Rohtjarv.
really promising pace they have, don't they?
However, Pierre Dorem doesn't improve on his sector 2, but he's still 9 tenths off. So an improvement could put him in front of Rodriguez in up to P13.
Here's
Where is-
Pierre de Rome. Now, where we...
Yeah, crosses the line. It's a 123.2 improvement, but not enough to gain any positions. In fact, it's really close. Really, really close to the cars in front. Well, Alessandro Iannone now comes from the final corner. Flat through here. Crosses the line and goes, we'll see. Goes P8 again. So he was a P8, he dropped to P11, goes P8 again. So I'm pretty sure Alessandro Iannone really likes this position, you know. Although Youth with a bashed up sector 1, purple sector 2, however, let's see if it's gonna be an improvement or not. As he comes out of the banked corner, stays as tight as possible, and does not improve on his lap time.
Yeah, the gap between Yunt and Day is 3 tenths, and in his last lap he lost 7 tenths to Alex Day, so yeah, definitely.
I really want to see if Alex Norris can put a lap together, because that lap was really, really looking promising. As now we see Martin Rydberg, P21 sets a lap and goes P17 in front of Jerome Berg. But man, look how stacked that P14 to P20 is.
Yeah.
That's really close. And
Not really big gaps there. And here is Igor Bolotov, a newcomer again. And let's see where he will end up. P23 improves his time and raises up 5 positions from P28 to P23. Still time for drivers to improve on the laps. Here is Victor Bernard right now sitting in P2. Sector 1 is quite promising, 23 thousandths of a second slower than Alex Day. Let's see what he can do in Sector 2. And it's purple, so he's up on Alex Day's lap time.
oh yeah, let's see if he's gonna be able to snatch pole position from Alex Day. Let's see, yeah, where he's gonna finish this lap. It looked like a great sector 3 exit right there, so... Will it be enough? And it does! 37 hundredths of a second faster than Alex Day, and that's enough for provisional pole position.
But here's Gabriel Beck.
Ooh, goes a bit too much over that curb.
Yeah, another newcomer, once again. So, Sector 1, he doesn't improve on his best lap time, but let's see, Sector 2 and Sector 3 are still to come. But right now, P4 is quite decent.
Indeed. That's really good. Let's see if he's gonna finish this lap. Because, to be fair, I would have just aborted it, you know, go back to pits, have a new set of tires, and fuel maybe change it to just one single shot. Even because like the fuel consumption is really low. It's less than a liter per lap here with these cars. So yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, he went purple sector 3. Oh my
Whoa,
god.
3 tenths.
Oh, Alex Norris again goes purple sector 1, not purple sector 2. This time he keeps it safe. Let's see if it's gonna be enough to snatch pole position from Victor Bernat. I'm pretty sure got a podium in FS2 race 2 last time.
Not actually one.
He could- No, Owen won the race, followed by Ben Skinner, and I'm pretty sure Bernat was the guy who completed the podium, while Alex Norris completes the lap but doesn't improve.
I thought
Well, he
you
does
were-
improve but doesn't gain any position, sorry.
I thought you were saying about Academy, not FS2, so. My
No,
bad.
FS2. With the Academy team. Also, Matthew McKinnon, KKR team manager, right here on track for the first time, I think. I think this is his debut as well. Improves on this lap time, but stays P10. Really close to Yannone, though. Really, really close.
Yeah. And
As
here
we
is-
see now, Gabriel Peckley, who's improving on his lap. Touched a bit there the line. I don't know if that's actually allowed. But we don't worry about that. As we see now, Gabriel Peckley coming around the final corner. Improves, but it's not enough to gain a position. In the meantime, Sergei Soroka goes up to P5.
Is evidence is
So-
P3.
Huh? No,
Evidence is
Soroka.
P3.
Soroka. Just improved to lap. Luke Hazard crosses the line. Goes P11. Doesn't improve on his lap time. We have Alessandro Iannone, just less than a tenth slower in sector 1 compared to the personal... no, to the fastest lap of the session, sorry. Let's see now he crosses the sector 2 mark, and he's 3 tenths. Will he still manage to carry an improvement? We see this. A lot of people tend to go on the left, but that's not really necessary, because this car... like, they don't have that crazy momentum that they carry. Like, it's a really similar spec series to the FS2. So what they should tend to do is just to stick the car on the right all the time. Ooh, and Alex Day, what a bottled lap. But David
Yes,
Yunt,
David Yunt.
purple sector 1, doesn't improve in sector 2, probably made a mistake. It's gonna cross the line, and he improves. But it's not enough. It's not enough.
Yeah. But still, P3 is quite decent.
Yeah. Really interesting qualifying session. Look at those gaps.
Yeah,
Well,
nothing
top
at all.
5 in 2 tenths. So the results for today's qualifying at Indianapolis Motor Speedway are pole position for Victor Bernat, followed by Alex Day, David Yunt, and Alex Norris. Then we have Sergei Soroka, Peckley, Andrea Kinaya, who's maybe didn't put that much practice, but we've always seen him on top in every other Academy race. Then we have Alessandro Iannone and Mauro Terzoli, followed by Alfie Delay, who sums up the top 10. After that, we have KKR manager Matthew McKinnon, followed by Luke Hazard, Miro Regibi, pretty sure he had a podium last time around in Valencia, followed by Alexandre Radecki, Misha Smith, Jerome Berg, Luis Rodriguez, Kert Drom, James Andrews, and Marta Rydberg. P21 for Mattia Belouan, 22nd for Mark Anthony Razanayagan, Igor Bolotov in 23, followed by Felipe. Christian Bastard comes back and goes P25. Matthew Sibagnoni in 26th. Carter Mick in P27. Brando Tenorio in P28. Cal McManus 29 and Dylan Conway in P30. Lorenzo Enterovic Fujic closes up the grid in P31.
A lot of drivers today. And as you said before, when the quali session ended, that the gaps weren't that big. So we will see a really interesting race 1 at least.
Let's see this.
But we won't be going anywhere for this warm-up, so we can yap around something. So
I don't know. We can come back to yap after, you know.
I think Toby would love that we do the warm-up still. So as every other series does. So
Yeah, but other series are different. They have something to talk about.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh. Well, I guess we can go on a break and come back for race 1 after. So, see you soon, guys. And write messages in the YouTube chat so we can have a small conversation before the start of the race. You. Oh. Hello and welcome back here for the. I think this. Oh my god. No. Okay. Welcome back here at Indianapolis. We are here ready for the first race of tonight. This is the 8th round of the Academy Series. Oh my god! It's already the 8th round.
Yeah.
Can you believe that, Kert? Yeah, time flies indeed. I've got my final soon, and that's not a great thing, you know. Time flies too fast because it's 19th of May, mate. It's legit too fast.
Oh my god, it's almost June.
It's almost June, mate. Like I swear, May started yesterday. Not even kidding.
I can get sunburned now as well in Estonia, not in Egypt.
I'm pretty sure I already got that.
Yeah, I did. No, it isn't great, let me tell you.
Yeah, definitely not here. But anyway, we are here. Pretty sure the academy drivers are going through the briefing. So we should be moving to the race session soon. As we see now here some lap times from the warm-up, where Alex stayed topped out and we switched now to race session. So we should see every driver lining up on the grid.
There's a yellow in sector 2 briefly.
Our Factor 2 always giving us some great moments. Sector 2 when every car is in the pit lane.
need to see it in replay.
we need to check it on the event tool of R Factor to see what happened in the sector 2 for Cosa Yellow as soon the session switched. In the meantime, we see cars. We've seen an orange car there for a little bit of time.
As Matthew McKinnon on the chat says, he doesn't have auto clutch on, so he will be stalling.
I'm pretty sure F1 is the button to re-enable.
No, it isn't F1.
What? It isn't.
No, it isn't. It is like F10 or F11.
I have set it to F1 because I can reach it easily.
Yeah, in default it should be like F10 or F11.
I don't know. We also have Lorenzo Eterovic, last to first trust. We also have the best FS1 driver to get murdered on the grid, Jesse Latinen. And then we also have Filip Javinski in the chat. But anyway, the formation lap starts and you can go through it, Kert, this time.
Okay. So pole position for Victor Bernat and Alex Day is lining the line 1. Yeah. Row 1.
First row, yes.
Yeah. Third is Dave Young, 4th, Alex Norris, 5th, Sergei Soroka, 6th, Gabriel Beckley, 7th, Andrea Kinaya, 8th, Alessandro Ione, 9th, Mauro Terzoli, 10th, Alfie Denley, 11th, Matthew McKinnon, 12th, Luke Hazard, 13th, Miro Reguibi, 14th, Alexander Radetsky, 15th, Mitcha Smith, 16th, Jerome Berg, 17th, Luis Rodriguez, 18th, Pierre de Rome, 19th, James Andrews, 20th, Martin Rietberg, 21st, Mattia Beluhan, 22nd, Mark Anthony Rasanayagan, who got his maiden podium in Valencia 2 weeks ago, 23rd, Igor Polotov, 24th, Giovanni Felipe, 25th, Christian Hastar, 26th, Matthew Sibagnoni, 27th, Carter McCollman, 28th, Brando Tenorio, 29th, Kyle McManus, 13th, Dylan Conway, 31st, Lorenzo Etrovic Vincic, rounding up our grid for the night. For race 1, sorry.
In the meantime, the formation lap already finished because this track is really short. And oh my god, that's a really aggressive positioning of the car by Alex Day. Yeah. Aiming straight to Bernat. He really wants to get a P1 already off the line, you know.
Yeah, I need to catch my breath now. There is so much drivers.
Yeah, we need to turn into Eminem mode. As we now see the lights. Pretty sure we should see them soon.
Almost. Some driver is still,
Depends.
yeah. Nice rainbow of cars.
Oh yeah. Look at that left row, mate.
Also, someone is still.
Oh, there are the lights. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights.
And it's go.
And we go here at Indianapolis. Great stuff from Bernat, who goes to defend already, goes ultra defensive. He also is the guy without a slipstream, and this is a really long straight. Let's see if Alex Day is gonna be bold enough to try and move around the outside. Sticks his nose there, but no. Bernat manages to stick it in P1 as we see some collisions behind.
Oh, and here a little collision between Kinaya and was it the Janne?
Oh,
and
another contact between Kinai and Jannone.
And the
Oh, free
small
wide into the
contact.
loop. No, this is really bad. This is really bad. Oh no, there's a contact.
It gets tagged and someone's almost around.
Alfidele sideways entering turn 6. That's really close. But we see a lot of cars behind. Look at that. Just Smith. We see some cars going off in the background. Just Smith. P11. And now we'll see if Alex Day is gonna have enough tow, to try and overtake on Victor Bernat. Or if Victor Bernat already made a crazy job, as we see Bernat waving a bit out of the road course, And I think Alex Day might have the lunch. He's closing up 2 tenths, 1 tenth. Let's see if Alex Day is gonna complete the move before going into the corner. He does. Oh,
Almost a little bit of contact
and he
between
completes
them.
it. He completes the move. Alex Day takes the lead, snatches it from Victor Bernat. As we also seen behind David Yunt against Alex Norris gaining up position. But oh my god, there's a spinner! Oh my goodness. That's I think that's Rodriguez dropping down the field, small contact with the Mauro Terzoli. As Jerome Berg is now up to P15 and is gonna be the provisional positive for race 2 as Terzoli keeps banging wheels with Anthony Rasanayagam. Oh, and the spin! Oh no, Rasanayagam collects a car, but no damage, no flying front wings, and thankfully no debris on track. But that's a big shame for Rasanayagam.
Mauro Terzoli is
Terzoli is dropping back, but we are back here again. Let's see if Alex Day is gonna be able to keep P1 against Victor Bernat, and David Yunt is really aggressive. He has a double toe. He might even be the car. He might be the car going into the lead after the first corner.
Here comes David Yunt on the outside.
But here comes David Yunt on the outside. He goes wheel to wheel with Bernat. Bernat P1, Yunt P2, but still wheel to wheel with Alex Day, and Alex Day resists as Alex Day goes a bit off the track, getting some grass and gravel, but looks alright.
Yeah.
What they have to keep doing is just moving up, They want to break the pack. They don't want to have a crazy train if they want to keep this podium only for them. At the moment, Alex Norris is 9 tenths as Bernat goes ultra defensive on the slipstream already, coming out turn 6. Will David Yunt send an overtake or would just stay behind? I think staying behind is the better idea, because you lose a lot of time here. So it could be that much that you even lose the toe from Bernat, who's currently the leader. So that will just give him a win, That's probably not what they want to do.
Yeah, coming back to that, you want to break the toe. It's not really easy here, because you have this long straight and half of the Indianapolis 500 layout, so it's really big straight.
I'm pretty sure it's already broken, because Norris isn't gaining a lot of time on the car in front. As we see now here, David Yunt on the inside of Alex Day, but backs off backs out of it as Alex deep. They goes a bit too deep, but that's enough.
Alex
In the meantime,
Norris has lost.
Kinaya overtaking Alex Norris, but it's not over yet. Wheel to wheel going into turn 3. Alex Norris fights back, tries to respond. Still wheel to wheel going into turn 4. And then the loop in turn 5. As Kinaya goes a bit deep, they make a small contact. Alex Norris really struggling with this battle right now. Might be vulnerable from Soroka. As Alex Norris goes off the track, over the curb, goes surfing, and loses even that position on Sergei Soroka.
Yeah, lost one. Oh, and Sergei Soroka almost lost it.
Wheel to wheel here.
Let's hope no
This
contact.
is really gonna benefit Kinaya, who might already broke the toe from the cars behind. We'll see soon if he's gonna gain any time. As Alfidelle, right on Sergei Soroka, will try and go for a move. Let's see if... Oh, he goes on the grass. Oh my god, really brave of him right there. Really brave. But he's still standing. He's still there. That was crazy. 3 wide. 4 wide. This is gonna be 4 wide, is it? No, it's not. Almost 4 wide. And it's really, really crazy battles.
Yeah, but Alfie now overtakes them, so really nice.
Yeah, he overtook all of them. Just like bowling pins, you know. One after one, as Alex Norris sideways entering the corner, maybe locked up the rear right there.
Yeah.
And Alessandro Iannone right on his tail, as we have a yellow flag in sector 1. We have a driver falling behind, but we'll probably catch up to that later.
Yeah.
As Alex, a lot of cars are going off the track here. Remember, it's a manual track limit, so if the drivers want to give someone else a penalty, they need to get the report ready and then submit it to the DC team. But in the meantime, here behind we have Luke Hazard against Jérôme Berg.
Since when
gained 3 position.
DC?
Since this year, actually. Because last year it didn't really have it. It was used only once at Kyalami.
Yeah, I
for
remember
a ban, you know.
I was driving that. Yeah.
I was cameraing that race.
Yeah,
I remember.
It was nice.
I tried to show the replays. It didn't work, as we see now. David Dude down the inside of Alex Day, making a P2. And goes for the hand of Victor Bernat as Sergei Soroka goes a bit too deep. Being pushed off by Alex Norris.
Matthew McKinnon now. Almost.
And Matthew McKinnon right on his tail. But Soroka should still hold on that slipstream of Alex Norris.
And
You see behind Gabriel Peckley, really, he shows himself in the top 5. Soroka goes really deep, yeah, it does. Let's see if his exit is compromised, as we see Gabriel Peckley made. That was a good exit. He's gonna go for a move now. Let's see if he can manage to pick up the slipstream of somebody or just sends it down the inside of Alessandro Iannone. There's still wheel to wheel. Not any contacts yet, as we have Mitchell Smith in the back trying to gain any advantage from this. Sends it down the inside in that corner. That's not really a corner where you overtake. You really want to stick behind the car in front of you and then try and overtake with the slipstream. And I think that's what's gonna happen. We have this massive train now of 5 cars between P5 and P10. We'll see Gabriel Peckley trying to get some clean air. Maybe a better launch over Alessandro Iannone, who he gets him. But we see Mitchell Smith right on his tail. Will he stick it behind? And that's probably what they should do, because you don't want to lose the train. There's no point of really fighting like this if you want to keep up with the train in front. But looks like the train in front is fighting even harder, as we see Gabriel Peckley going off and risking to push Alessandro Iannone off the track right there.
Yeah, but Gabriel Peckley has lost P9 in turn 1 to Mika Smith. So yeah, it seemed like a really easy overtake because of the toe.
Yeah.
And, it seemed like Jan didn't have any top
In the
speed
meantime,
at all.
we have here a replay of Mattia Beloan. Turn 2, caught up into some collisions, pushed off the track. Another red car pushed off the track at turn 2. I think I've seen this already this weekend, you know, but we don't talk about that. Luis Rodriguez going into turn 3. 3 wide gets sad. Oh yeah, we've seen this crash with Tersoli on the second lap of the race. This Rodriguez, who after this contact is down in P20, but is catching up because he totally dropped down at the end of the pack, basically.
Yeah.
As we now go on board again on a replay with Carter Mick, manager of ESA. Ooh, oh my god, that was really scary.
Yeah, almost at the battery.
Great avoidance there, almost risked it, but well, oh my god, we have a spinner, we have a banana car spinning in front there.
Yeah,
that's a really interesting point to spin, like to lock up the brakes. Locking up the brakes on this car, if you have the brake balanced a bit too high, it's really easy, but then you turn it down, it's gone.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I've driven this car for like quite a few laps, but it's really strange to drive. Really, really strange, in my opinion. Well, it could be the fact that I'm used to FS2, as we see Matthew McKinnon lost a position. He's losing positions. What happened to Matthew McKinnon? I think he's retiring. He crashed. As we have here the battle between Alfidella and Alex Norris. Let's see if... Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Alfidella and Alex gonna fight back.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Let's see if later on we can have a replay of what happened to Matthew McKinnon, because it was P7, you know, and now it's P17. Even out of the reverse pole position side. As we now have here Alfidelle and Norris. We also have behind another big battle. We have Soroka with Micha Smith right behind it, and also Janone following it.
Gabriel Pecchi as well.
Oh my god. 3 wide into 2-1. No. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is way cleaner than what we've seen in FS1. Oh, never will. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's actually right.
Yeah, Sergei Soroka got a lot of bumps to that.
Yeah, absolutely shafted completely from where he was.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can have a replay of Matthew McKinnon just to understand what happened with him, because he was following this train. We now have a replay heading onto the loop into turn 5. That's Sergei Soroka right there. So, a contact. Oh no, that's not good.
Oh, he's.
Oh no, a span coming off the grass.
He stalled it as well.
He stole the car, yeah. Maybe the auto clutch off wasn't really great, you know.
Yeah.
That's really unlucky.
Yeah.
I mean, he should have held the clutch a bit there, you know.
He thought he could get it straight, but yeah, he just suddenly spun. At least he got it working again, so.
Yeah. Pretty sure if it was me, I was already raging furious and escaped to pit lane. But in the meantime, Alex Day has dropped a lot of time from David Yunt and Victor Bernat, as we now see, in fact, David Yunt hunting down Bernat. We have 6 laps to go. And, well, what do you think, Kert? Do you think David can clinch this race?
I'm not cursing anyone, and you know it.
You're not cursing anybody, okay, then I curse it for you, because I think Jerome Berg is gonna do great. No.
Yeah, I think as well.
He is actually doing good so far. He just lost a position to Carter Mick, but it's still really close. He might fight back soon enough. Mustafi Yunt goes a bit too deep into turn 7, but keeps it close here into the turn 8, 9, 10 section.
Yeah, but yeah, here we see a really good exit from that last
corner. Yeah, from turn 11.
Yeah, and now into the oval we go. So can David Yunt do it into turn 1?
I don't think David Yunt wants to overtake him immediately, because Victor Bernard might get the toe, you know, to fight back.
Yeah,
and I think
it seems like we have toe. It's just the speed difference is so big.
Yeah, as we see, exactly what I said. You don't really want to do that, because you give your opponent a chance to refight back, but David Yunt gets the lead of the race. And overtakes Victor Bernat, as Victor Bernat shows up into the inside of turn 3, but can't make the corner from that angle, you know. So you just have to stick behind and try to stay in the DRS. If not, the win is completely gone.
Yeah,
You just have to hope for a miracle at that point.
but there is.
So we have here the battle for the reverse pole positions.
Oh!
Martin Rietveld spins around.
Yeah, that's
Oh no.
unfortunate.
And Matthew McKinnon up to P15.
Did he stall it or no?
No. Car's still alive.
Oh.
It's an orange car again. What's happening with orange cars? As we now
Yes.
have here Carter Mick against Jerome Berg. Carter Mick was started like P27 if I remember correctly, so it should be
Yeah.
up to 14 places now, yes. And we have a graphic. For every position gained and lost. Richard Smith was started P15, also in P8, that's a great recovery. And Christian Bastard in P18.
Yeah,
Also
but,
gaining 7 places.
as you said, Carter Mick started from P27. It seems
7,
like.
yes.
So yeah, the biggest raiser in this race for now, 14 places. So that's quite
Yeah.
impressive.
Let's see if Jerome Berg, oh, maybe we don't see it, but we see that Victor Bernat took the lead from David Yunt.
Yeah,
It's just gonna be a swap of places until the final lap, you know.
yeah, it seems like.
So lap 13 Yunt is gonna be in front, 14 Bernat, and maybe 15 Yunt on the line. Who knows?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think in places there will be a drag race on the last lap.
Maybe, yeah.
But here is Alfie Denley going a bit wide from the loop. And
Yeah,
now Alex
fighting
Norris.
against Alex Norris and Gabriel Peckley. Looks like Misha Smith dropped a bit, but he's still there. He's still 1 second within Peckley.
Oh, and almost loses it.
Oh yeah, indeed.
These
Alex
cars
Norris.
are handling really well in the third year.
Yeah, I wish FS2 was like this.
Yeah, not the cars, it's the overall, but the third year handling, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, in IndyCar it was not that bad. I'm scared about Canada. Like, I don't really want to have that crazy dirty air span, you know, into the wall of champion corner.
Yeah, you will be a champion if you crash there.
Yeah, no. Oh, well, let's go. Because we have a yellow flag in sector 2 and the contact between Alfie Daly and Alex Morris.
And
They keep
again-
banging side pod. Alex Norris goes a bit of the grass, cuts up some of it. And let's see if Gabriel Peckley can use this situation disadvantage as he gets squeezed off the track by Alfie Daly. Not really clean. That was not really a clean move right there by Alfie Daly. But he might be furious after the contact he just had with Alex Norris, you know. So,
I think he won't be too pleased about it, but not really pissed as well.
yeah, definitely not.
But yeah, we have already 2 retirees as well in the meanwhile. Matthew Sibagnoni and Igor Bolotov.
Only 2. This is interesting. I've never seen an academy race with this number of DNFs, you know.
Yeah.
Usually there are way more. In the meantime, in the front we see David Yun 4 tenths on Bernat.
He's running
3
out
tenths,
of options.
2 tenths. 2 tenths.
Going
What's
around
on
the
the
outside,
inside?
maybe. No.
They're still there. They're still there. Look at that. As
That's
in the
amazing.
back, let's see if we can have Alfie Daly. We see the gaps. As Alfie Daly round the outside, this time he gets the move done. Lick the stamp and send it out. Ooh, he goes almost sideways into that. Gabriel Peckley tried to squeeze his nose between between Norris.
Yeah, but
Oh, it's really close. Will he be bold and go for a move at the loop? Will he try a switch back? This is a really crucial corner. You know, it's a double apex corner, to be fair. So, really hard to nail, but when you nail it, it's really good. It gives you a crazy advantage compared to the other cars. But look at this train, man. This is way more interesting than Fight for the Win, if you ask me.
yeah, debatable, I would say.
Debatable, you say.
Yeah. You
So you
want to prove me otherwise?
Ah, yeah. We now see Definitely an overtake here. David Yunt, is he catching enough to overtake Bernat? I don't think even now. So Bernat starts the final lap of the race. But we see here, Mitchell Smith, let's see if we can go on board with Mitchell Smith, going on the attack of Gabriel Peckley right here. Moves back to the left, tries to get the toe from Delay. He's gonna go for a tight space, no, he backs off. And tries probably a switch back. Let's see what he's gonna come up with. Does he get a good exit? Not really, not great enough to fight with Peckley. But we see it here. Oh my, will he be bold enough to go? Ooh, Peckley defends the inside line at the loop. But now we have turn 6. Let's see if some cars are gonna go off. Oh, and Peckley goes wide. Mitchell Smith tries to stick his nose. Let's see if he's gonna have the slipstream from the car in front of him. Who was that? Is it Peckley? Peckley is in front. Mitchell Smith goes for a move. Goes over the curb. That was really not a good overtake try, you know.
Here is the drag race to the win.
We have here. Oh my god, this is gonna be close.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this is gonna be close.
This is gonna be so close. Can he do it?
Does the overspeed? Does he have it?
He does! He did it!
W wins!
W wins!
Oh my god. What a finale that was. Kanaya catches up to Alex Day, but that's not enough for him to snatch the podium. P5 for Alfie Delay, P6 for Alex Norris, and behind... Ooh, Janone got Smith on the line as well.
Yeah.
As we have here Matthew McKinnon fighting with Miro Reggie for P12. Will he catch it? No, that's not enough. Carter Mick, P14, Schoenberg, reverse pole, P15. Oh my god, that was a bad one.
That was a really bad one.
That was a really bad crash.
But the Bell one, can he take
P12? No, he cannot. He cannot. Martin Rydberg in P25 ends up the race here. And there has been a... Who was that?
Someone is... yeah.
Somebody is committing murder. Oh, the one and only GOAT, Cal McManus, crashes on the finish line.
But
As we see here, David Yunt doing some donuts after turn 6. And actually no, this is before turn 6. This is turn 3, sorry for that. But yeah, these are the results for race 1. We have a David Yunt. I really want to see the gap. So let me pull out the lifetime. Oh my god, only 1600ths of a second separating David Yunt and Victor Bernal. That was a really close margin.
It's got to be one of the closest finishes.
Definitely, yeah. Anyway, following these two, we have Alex Day and Andrea Kinaya, who got separated by 2/10. So that was also really close. P5 for Delay, P6 for Alex Norris, P7 for Peckley, P8 for Janone, P9 for Smith, and P10 for Sergei Soroka. In P11 we have Luke Hazard. I'm pretty sure he did a good recovery race, because I remember him starting a bit further behind. P12 for Regibi, P13 for Matthew McKinnon, who managed to recover to this place after the spinner. P14 for Carter Mick, 15 for Jerome Berg, and P16 for Pierre Derome. 17 for Mauro Terzoli, P18 for Christian Basdar, P19 for Radecki, and P20 for Luis Rodriguez, who also was involved in a collision at the start of the race with Terzoli. P21 for Marc Anthony Rasanayagam, followed by James Andrews, Mattia Bellan, Giovanni Felipe, Martin Rydberg, Kel McManus, Lorenzo Eterovic Fucic, Brando Tenorio, Dylan Conway, and then we have the first DNF of this race in P30 is Matthew Sivagnoni, followed by Igor Bolotov. Yeah, this was race 1, really exciting race 1 if you ask me, you know.
Yeah, I totally agree with you this time. But yeah, as you said before, really really interesting to see that we had only 2 retirees
Yeah.
out of 31. So, yeah, really, let's say it can be cleaner, but really good racing between
Yeah.
all the drivers.
Small thing to mention is the fact that David Yunt set the fastest lap in the final lap when he overtook Bernat.
Well, it's yeah, obvious.
21 minute 22.229 was the fastest lap of this race.
It was 1/10 of a second quicker than Victor Bernat's best lap. So
Yeah. Is it even faster than the quali lap?
I'm not
Sure, it's close. Maybe close. Quali lap, fastest quali lap was 22.124. Oh, this is almost a tenth. Well, a bit more than a tenth of a second. Anyway, I think we can go on a break. This was interesting race 1. Race 2 is gonna start soon enough, pretty sure. And then we're gonna see an interesting front row with Jerome Berg and Carter Mick. So, see you soon, guys.
Don't go anywhere.
luck, Kert. I'm leaving.
So welcome back. For as we are on standby for race 2. As yeah, Domenico should be lead, but he's eating some ice cream, so I can't be really bothered. So
It's tasty.
no, yeah, I can imagine. So don't flex.
It's cream and chocolate. Beautiful.
Hey yo. Oh, but yeah, here the warm up has ended. Now we are waiting for race 2. As we have Jerome Berg on reverse grip pole, and second is Patemik, and third is actually Matthew McKinnon.
Matthew McKinnon, the one and only
Yeah,
Australian, Singaporean. I have no clue.
as
He's
Matthew
Australian
has
but lives in Singapore, I think, if I remember correctly. So it's
Oh.
pretty late for him where he lives.
oh, as Matthew also typed in the YouTube chat that he turned on the auto clutch in brackets. He
I did not.
So yeah, let's hope he doesn't stall this time then.
Hopefully.
Yeah. As we are waiting still on some cars on grid. There's already one red light is on the static lights. Tommy, can you see that one car in the rear is starting from the oval?
The banking, yeah. I can see that completely.
So, now you take the grid. It's not
No, okay. Let me stop eating my ice cream. Okay. Pole position for Jerome Berg, the one and only Jerome. Let's see that. Let's hope that this time we can actually finalize his pole. P2 for Carter Mick, followed by Matthew McKinnon and Miro Regibi. As in P5 we have Luke Hazard, followed by Soroka, Smith and Iannone, who gave us a really juicy battle in the first race. Then we have Peckley and Alex Norris, and also Alfie Deley and Andrea Kinaya. P13 for our last spot on the podium, Alex Day, followed by a crazy battle between Bernard and David Yunt in the P14, P15, and then the Pierre de Rome in P16. P17 for Mauro Terzoli, followed by Christian Vasdar and Alexander Radecki and Luis Rodriguez. P21 for Marc Andoni Nayaga, James Andrews, Mattia Beloan and Giovanni Felipe. P25 for Martijn Rydberg, Cal McManus, Lorenzo Terovic Funcic, Brando Tenorio. And then for the final spots on the grid we have Dylan Conway, Matthew Sibagnoni, Igor Bolotov and a new addition, a driver that we haven't seen in the race 1, who is Haruki Jr.
But we have seen him before than today.
Yes, but not in the race 1 we just done.
Yeah.
But yeah, now we see the cars approaching their grid slots. Jean-Berg in P1. As we also see Haruki Jr. now ready to line up on the banking. So,
Is he really on the back? Or
no? I mean, it's on the exit of the banking.
he basically is a bit on the banking. There is no.
We just
starting
imagine we just imagine the grid spot here,
grid. Yeah.
lined up on the grid, just waiting for the lights.
Someone is not aligned again. Oh,
Oh no, and there are 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights,
and let's go.
and then we go. We go. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Jean-Berg off with a great launch off the line. Will he be able to keep P1 heading into 2-1? I think he will, because Carter Mick is not alongside completely. In fact, Matthew McKinnon goes around the outside, who becomes inside for turn 2 of Carter Mick. As we have, I think we have seen a massive crash behind. But we'll talk about that. The Carter Mick is on the road. There's a collision, there's a crash, 3 cars off. And Jerome Berg can only benefit and escape from this. Oh my god.
Not the escape to the garage, just they're driving away.
Yeah, let's see if Peckley and Yannon are gonna fight really hard.
Oh, McKinnon. P30.
Yeah, we've seen now McKinnon going off into turn 3, also involved in the crash. And Alex Day dropping positions.
McKinnon has retired.
McKinnon's retired, also Radecki has retired. Oh, there's a spinner! Oh no, what? Oh my god. Yannon, please don't rejoin. Yeah, Yannon, please don't rejoin like that. That was really scary spin there. Because that part of the track is really tight, you know, it's really small.
Mattia Pelwan now.
Now we have a battles. Oh, battles over battles. We have a yellow flag in sector 3 somehow.
Giovanni Felipe.
Oh my god, they're gonna make it 3 white.
Are you serious?
Oh my god. Oh my god, Carter Mick, what a move that was. Really brave by him. Oh, Salfidelli goes off the track there. But that was a really great send into T1.
Yeah. Jerome Berg is already dropping some time to Gabriel Beckley.
That's definitely not great for him.
And the gap is already on a second as we see replay of the accidents now.
Yeah, this is the turn 3 crash we just had. Carter Mick who
gets stuck from behind.
It just gets stuck from behind, yeah. Nothing to do for him there.
Really lucky to get it straight again.
Yeah.
But yeah, here we see Matthew McKinnon. Did he start it or?
Let's see. Well, yeah.
Matthew didn't have anywhere to go. Oh, did he get tagged again from behind?
Nope, not. It was already last.
Oh,
never mind. Oh, yeah, goodbye.
Oh, that's why Radetzky retired.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's why Radetzky retired.
Also retired, yeah.
Oh, we have Kinaya, Junior, Rione, Conway, Felipe, McKinnon, Radetzky, and Bastar have all not retired. Some are in pits as well. But we have a lot of retirees.
I'm pretty sure something just happened while we were watching the replay, because that's a lot of DNFs, you know.
Yeah. Also,
let's see.
Also, Bastar is in pits.
Yeah, let's see if we can have a replay of that.
Whoa, there has happened something really big then.
As we also see Peckley 1/10 right behind Jerome Berg, and he goes for the lead, in fact. Peckley takes the lead, but let's see if Jerome Berg is gonna fight back now on the straight. As we see some grass behind, somebody going a bit wide.
It seems like for Jerome Berg, it isn't easy at all.
Yeah.
Just struggling with speed overall.
I mean, I hope that he can really manage to bring a podium, or at least score a really good, really solid result, you know.
Yeah. But Mika, see, even the toe isn't helping Mika. That's weird.
Yeah.
But Jerome Berg, is he going to send it into turn 1?
No. He's gonna stick it behind. As we see in the back, Coleman, Hazard, and Norris. Freeway battle as we see a move, and there's a crash on the main street. Somebody crashed on the main street right there. We've seen it slightly. As Mike Manus up in P17. He made up one place already. That's interesting.
Alex Day in pits.
Alex stays in the pits, yeah. Maybe has some damage. We see as Luke Hazard taps Carter Mick. Ooh, yo.
Yeah. But we still haven't seen what happened when we were on the replays.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we get it soon as Victor Bernat goes a bit surfing there on the curb, already battling with Tersoli, who's also on a recovery drive. Let's see if Bernat is gonna send it down inside of Terzoli, and it does, and he gets the overtake done. But it's not over yet. Well, now yes, but not over. Pretty sure Terzoli will fight back on the main straight if he has the chance, obviously.
Now we see.
So we have a replay of what happened here. We have Igor Bolotov. Oh, there's already a car there missing a front wing.
Whoa.
Oh no, no.
Whoa, oh,
Oh, yep.
that's carnage.
Oh, and that's Yannone there. Yannone who was spun around and maybe just gave up at that point, you know.
But why did they retire all?
Oh no, never mind. We now see Alessandro Yannone here.
Mark Anthony Rasnayakam, I think he... Oh, just stopped.
He just gave up.
No, RPM went 0, so something was wrong, I think.
Could have been a failure.
Yeah.
As we see here, Alexei. Alexei was the car missing the front wing. Let's go off the track. Bit of track extension right here.
Let's see what happened with his front wing.
Let's see how he lost his front wing, sending it down to 6. No, ooh, a car. Go surfing on the
Ooh.
curb. Oh, yo, yo.
Yeah, that's
The
unfortunate.
curb of death. It's his first victim.
He was like a skateboard, just
Yeah, we're just surfing over it, you know. As we have another yellow flag, we can see it, and now it's gone. Oh my god, that was really scary.
That is total carnage.
How McManus dropping a lot of time now. No, no, Kyle, no.
Carter McCollum.
Let's see what's happened. No, no, no. What was this? No,
Yeah, that's
no,
that's
no.
questionable.
La máquina, no.
But here we see what has happened to Carter Mick.
Carter Mick, yeah. We see a spinner in front, spins to avoid it,
Just spin. Oh,
and gets collected, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, indeed.
Victor Bernat is in pits.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, how much? Oh, Victor Bernat has
Victor
retired.
Bernat is out of the race.
What has happened?
I don't know.
Wow. Okay. That's very weird.
But this is really interesting race too, you know. Every guy that was fighting for the win is basically gone, except Davignon. Davignon is still there, rocking in P7.
Yeah.
Catching up to Sergei Soroka right now.
It's now another replay.
We have another replay, yeah. Let's see what happened to Victor Bernat.
Was there contact with Carter? Or
With Sisu, oh, it goes deep.
goes very deep. Not
Just the track. Oh, contact with a car. Oh, it was the car that spun around, that caused the carnage behind.
was he?
Yeah, the one that involved the Carter, Mick, and McManus as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. But just
As Bernard, he just enters the pit, eh?
yeah, the car is totally fine.
Yeah, he probably just gave up.
Okay. Yeah, I think he has given up. Because he didn't even slow down for the speed limiter, so that would have been a huge penalty for him.
Anyway, let's go back to action as we see Beckley Smith, Jerome Berg now in P3, 1 second in front of Telei. Ooh. As Rietberg almost collects Sibagnoni.
We have 10 retirees, I just counted. Oh my god. So there's 23 cars still alive.
For now.
Yeah. And it's only been half of the race. Like, what? Okay.
Way more dangerous race, way more chaotic race compared to the first one we had, you know.
Yeah.
But this is what we want to see, you know. This is fun racing.
Yeah, but not very fun for them. But
Yeah, not for the crashes, but yeah. Oh, come McManus! So how did he almost spin there?
low wings, I guess.
pretty sure his car is messed up completely, as I'm receiving messages from Matthew McKinnon. Maybe he's commentating about the the incident he had in the first laps. That's, oh my god, look at that, 20 places gained
Igor
by
Bolov.
Igor Bolov. Look at
Yeah.
that.
Everyone has gained a lot of positions to be
Oh my
better.
god, right now we have the battle of the century, you know, between Cal McManus and Lorenzo Terovic. These guys have always been fighting in every race we got so far.
Every?
So,
Didn't yeah, Lorenzo wasn't driving Valencia, and Kyle wasn't at Valencia as well. Oh
yeah, no, oh, he went for Tokyo Drift right there into the loop.
Yeah. But
As
here's Jerome.
Alfredelli overtakes Jerome Berg, but Jerome Berg will fight back. Let's see if he's gonna take the slipstream. As I said, you have to be careful when you overtake the car in front of you, because if he slots back, he gets the slipstream again and he tries to overtake you. Let's see if Schoenberg is gonna go hard on the brakes. He does, but Dele goes even harder on the brakes and he keeps up that position, the last podium spot.
But for now, no hope is lost yet.
Oh yeah, indeed. Race is still on. We still have 6 more laps. So
I'm still quite flabbergasted about why do we have so many retirees. Like, what has happened to all of them?
no clue, no clue. It's just the race to effect, as we see Schoenberg on a bit of the track right there.
Yeah.
Extending track limits.
Very quiet race now.
Yeah.
Oh, while McManus and Lorenzo Petrovic are also fighting again. 2 tenths
Yeah.
gap.
Look at this battle. Look at this.
Battle of the century.
This is just crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Proper racing in it, you know.
Yeah. But
We have a
here-
freeway battle for P3 as Jerome Berg fights back on Norris. Oh, and Alfredelli!
Is
What
he
happened
having?
to Alfredelli? I think he has a wheel failure. It's not.
I think. Yeah. He's
It's
full
not
of,
throttling. He's not doing anything.
he's full of to left.
Yeah. I think he had a
Six-
wheel failure.
6th gear. Yeah, it's a wheel failure, I guess.
Let's see if we
Yeah.
can have a replay of that. Mr. Remco, the camera.
Man.
Oh yeah, just a wheel failure right here. Yeah,
Just,
nothing to do for it. Luis, oh the crash, you know.
Yeah. But can we see a bit earlier how suddenly it was?
Oh yeah. Well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay, I think that's enough.
We have a live reversing of the replay.
It's that F125 feature.
Yeah, yeah. As we see here, 236, 237, 238, 240.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was a heavy shunt. Heavy shunt.
That's a technical failure for sure.
Schoenberg was too powerful. That scared Alfredelli out of the way. To be fair, maybe that.
Yeah, Jerome Berg was too.
But yeah, really unlucky for Alfredelli to finish a race like this.
Yeah, but Alex Norris now P3 ahead of
Oh, yeah.
Jerome Berg.
Jerome Berg dropping down to P5 now, getting overtaken by Soroka. Or maybe not. Or maybe yes. Or maybe not. Who's gonna go late on the brakes? Sergei Soroka goes through and gets P4. But this battle for the podium is all open. It's all open. It's not over yet. We still have 5 laps to go. Gabriel Peckley looks like he's gonna win this race, followed by Smith. They're pretty chilling up there in P1 and P2, but we have a crazy battle for P3 now.
Yeah, but you know what? I just wondered. We might have a full debut podium.
The Beatles podium, maybe. I'm pretty sure Misha Smith's not the first time I hear this name.
I haven't seen
Factor.
him before.
I haven't seen him in GPV though.
Yeah.
I remember him in some other races for sure. Let me check on his profile. Yeah, he's a debutant right now. Never competed in any other rounds, you know. So yeah, we might witness all rookie. Can we define it rookie? You know,
Yeah, we can.
podium. As we have Christian Bastar moulding completely. Wait, how did he write a message in the Discord when he's driving? Did he just out time mid-race or what? But anyway, we have here Domenico takes every inch of slipstream of Jeromberg, tries to close the overtake before the braking zone, but it does in the braking zone and it's up to P5. If I was Jeromberg, I would really carry on this P6. P6 that feels like a gold medal, you know? So
Yeah.
we can keep it this way. As we have a replay now
Again.
with Matthieu Sibagnoni currently in P15, heading into turn 8-9.
Oh, just lost it.
Oh, just loses it. Oh,
What?
oh, what?
What?
Oh, this is interesting. This is like some Illuminati stuff, you know.
Who forgot to do the collisions for those barriers?
Nah, you know, clipped through the barrier there. That's really interesting. I didn't know you could do that.
Oh.
Oh, you can enter the banking through that. Oh, that's illegal.
Oh yeah.
That would be illegal, mate. Imagine the run you get through that.
I think Academy should use the all Indy 500 layout.
I mean, I wouldn't mind that GPV special, like one-off event in the spring break, like an Indy 500 or something like that, you know.
In the spring break. I think
The
it
spring
isn't-
break or the summer break, you know,
Oh,
something
yeah,
like that.
I think summer break will be a better idea. Or
To
we
be
should
fair,
do
I'm
it.
not in the summer break because I'm not available, so I'm gonna miss it.
I think
I know.
we should do it at the same time as the Indy 500 is. So we don't have any time to practice.
To be fair, it's a bit late now, you know.
Yeah.
A bit late to organize everything. But yeah, we have a yellow flag in sector 2. I think it's Mark Anthony Rasan Nayegav. Oh no, it's actually Lorenzo Terovic.
And yellow sector 2 again.
Oh, we have constant flashing as yellow in sector 2. Do we have any battles right now on track? Because judging by the gap, so I don't reckon any battles
Oh,
at the moment.
Christian Vesta and Pierre de Rome.
Oh yeah.
example.
Oh yeah, we could go to that, to be fair.
Oh,
my
side
God.
by side.
Oh!
Oh,
Bastard! Christian!
Oh.
Christian, no! Christian, what is that move? Oh my god. Not what you want to see
Okay.
from a DC
No.
committee member, you know? That was a really
Yeah.
interesting move right there.
that is, yeah. Christian, come on.
I've never seen something like that in ages.
Yeah, Christian,
Okay.
you can do better than that.
That's some proper NASCAR tactic right there, you know?
I mean, yeah.
Instead of side bump, you
Oh.
do... Oh! You
Yeah,
can just...
that's karma.
Oh,
That's karma.
did you beach the car or something? No.
No. Can you pitch the car in RFX?
I did with the FS2 car.
Did you?
Yeah.
In that gravel?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to do some flips with that gravel, but I accidentally beached the car. So yeah, you can.
Did you do it during the race or?
No, I did it too while I was practicing on my own, just for fun. Just messing around. No.
But here is David Hunt and has already caught up to Sergei Soroka.
Oh yeah.
And David
We're
Hunt-
about to start. We're about to start the final lap of the race as well.
Yeah, David Hunt could ruin the full debut and the podium actually.
To be fair, he's pretty far behind.
Yeah.
Soroka to Norris is really far behind, you know.
Yeah.
We
Let's
have
see.
Soroka overtaking. I think that's a lapped car, you know.
Yeah, it's a lap car.
So
Wait, how much retirees do we have now? Like 12?
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yo.
Yeah, that was a bit scary.
That was muy scary, you know.
Muy bien.
Oh yeah, I think this is gonna be the end of the race, to be fair.
Yeah, final lap, not the end of the race. So there's time.
I wonder how the races could have went if there was the Indy chicane, you know. That would have actually gave chances of overtaking after on the back straight, you know. So you didn't not lose any time of the loop, any dirtier effect or whatever. So
Yeah, that should have been a good idea to put that broken curb, which happened in NASCAR once.
yeah,
Just no cars left to survive.
yeah, just do it in it.
Well,
Yeah, let's see if we can go with Gabriel Peckley, who's in sector 3 now. Comes out around the final corner of this race 2 here at Indianapolis.
And it's a
Gabriel
debut
Peckley
win.
with a red car, already celebrating, and he wins, crosses the line, followed by Mitchell Smith.
And it's
Alex
a full
Norris.
debutant podium.
And it's a full debutant podium. Indeed, it is.
It's
We
his...
have also Sergei Soroka, David Yunt, and Jerome Berg in P6. Jerome Berg, P6. That's interesting result. As we have here Igor Bolotov.
Can you
Off
make
the
it?
line, yes, the run. Is it an office? No, no, it's not.
It's not.
It's not. Rodriguez entry P9.
0.062.
That was also really close.
Yeah. Yeah, but overall it was quite a quiet race, I would say.
Yeah.
Not really much to talk about. Oh, Mark Anthony Rasanayagam has actually retired. Yeah, he has.
We have a replay of, yeah, exactly, Rasan Nayaga.
He didn't finish the race. Oh,
Ooh, off the grass.
whoa.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
that's
yes, he just gave up.
yeah.
We had the race probably with the least DNF, with the most DNF of the season
Yeah.
in the same round.
I mean, it's not the season hasn't ended yet, so
So far, then.
yeah. So it's there is still chances.
You go through it or I go through it?
Yeah, I think you go.
Okay, we have Peckley's Biff Norris, full debutant podium for this race, followed by Soroka, David Yunt, Jerome Berg, Mauro Terzoli, James Andrews, Luis Rodriguez, and Igor Bolotov, who completes the top 10. P11 for Mattia Belluan, followed by Luke Hazard, Rydberg, Carl McManus, Matteo Sivagnoni, Brando Tenorio, Lorenzo Eterovic, Mark Anthony Rasanayagam, who's the first DNF we see here, but is still classified since he completed the 90% of the race, Christian Vasdar, and Dylan Conway. On the next page we have the page of death, basically only DNFs. We have Pierre Derome, Alfideli, Bernat, Carter Mick, Miro Regibi, Alex Day, Andrea Chinaglia, Haruki Jr., Alessandro Iannone, Giovanni Felipe. And then for the final two spots we have Matthew McKinnon and Alexander Radechki, who were involved in the first lap crash.
Yeah. Weird race, let's say so. Really much retirement. And, yeah, it was overall quite quiet race.
We passed from 2 DNFs in race 1 to like
12, yeah.
13.
Oh, 13.
13 DNFs.
Yeah, because of Rasanayagam as well. But let's go on with the interviews, as we have only Lorenzo Trovic-Funcic waiting right now.
The interview room. You go for the interviews this time?
No.
Yes.
No.
I don't have to do everything. I just commented on my own, mate.
you are lead commentary, bro. That's what lead commentary does.
Crap.
So you go or I go?
You go Lorenzo. You go Lorenzo.
Okay.
You can drag it in.
So, hello Lorenzo.
No. Conceição, passa o nome. Okay. Hello.
Hello. How were your races?
Interesting.
I think to say a more acceptable word, not good.
Mhm.
I
You,
think,
you shined again with your battles against Cam McManus.
yeah.
Really, they were really good. They were they were good for entertainment.
Maybe for the viewers, but for me, no. Because these cars, this car and track combo, that just does not go along. There's so many points on the track where the understeer is criminally high. I think there's buses out there with less turning torque than these cars. I think, I don't know. We have had a lot of debutants here today, and I don't know what their opinions is, but I think these cars are just not good. Obviously, the car is not the only factor for my poor performances, but still, these cars are just unenjoyable.
So you would rather drive the FS2 car than this?
I think if you put anyone from Academy, regardless of their pace, in the FS2 car for half an hour or an hour, I think they would tell you immediately that it's miles more open and understandable to people coming into the series.
Yeah, not the best way to introduce this league to newcomers. As you said, we had a lot of debutants tonight. I would say like half of the grid was like debutants or a quarter. But, yeah, not really sure. But yeah, I think as well they should do something about this car to make it enjoyable.
No, I really don't know what to say. I think race 1 already from turn 1 on the start was gonna be doomed. I got sandwiched between two cars entering turn 1, someone spun in front of us, and with them two trying to avoid it, I just got sandwiched and I had so much damage. And race 2 as well, turn 1, I think Kinaya spun, and I literally had nowhere to go to avoid him because I had cars on both sides of me, so both the race starts incredibly awful, just no room to avoid spinning car in front and sustaining a lot of damage. I don't know. I think in race 1 it affected me more in race 2. Race 2, I think I had really horrible tire saving, more so than in race 1, and I think it affected me. I think I could have easily gotten P14 instead of Kyle. I could have been ahead of Kyle and Matthew and Brando. With all due respect to them, I think if I was smarter. But alas, I'm just not smart, I guess.
Yeah, at least there is a spring break now, so you can, yeah, just forget about this and
Yeah.
come back fresh.
Yeah, I'll be coming back for Donington because I won't be able to attend Montreal, probably for the better. I don't know how that will go. Donington, I think, it's probably going to
should
be
more
tighter.
Yeah.
Donington is, I think, arguably a tighter track than Montreal, at least by track width, although I might be wrong. But at the same time, it has more runoff, so it's relatively more forgiving in a way.
Yeah. So that is Martin Zetrovic Vincic, and we'll be seeing him again in 6 weeks' time then.
Yeah, get on board someone who deserves the interview.
Yeah. Have a nice rest of your day, and hope to see you soon again.
Thank you.
So
We follow. Do we go for race 1 winner? David Junt? What do you think?
I think it's a good idea. And then after Gabriel Beckley.
Yeah. Hello, David.
Hello there.
Hello, hello. How are you?
I'm fine. Best of the times, probably.
Okay. We've seen your crazy run at the end of race 1. Tell us about that.
Yeah, like I was not really sure that was gonna go well today, but less, probably flat track, like a bit more than like Turkey and such, and then also thanks to Lorenzo Tui for like basically helping back or like giving me a tip at like for Turkey afterwards, of course, but. I initially didn't like really trust it, but then over time, like here, I noticed that with more grip, the car would be more stable. Although, like, still very, on the drop of a hat, it would change kind of handling directions and such. But I noticed then in qualifying, the pace was actually very good there, and third was probably a surprise. But in race 1, like, bad start, like not good starting there, but. I kept a clean head, like I looked what people were doing, and then I could like follow Victor and Alex, who had great pace as well. I mean, it was a great battle, great drive. I kept myself behind like Alex. I was looking if like, I could see through Victor's attempt to,
Yeah.
pull us a bit along, and then like maybe have that Alex would fight me. But I was not in the end not giving him that chance because I kept back, and then when like Alex started dropping a bit too far out of slipstream range, I overtook him, and then I was like, then came the battle of the race. Like for me, the battle of the season so far. Like I was following Victor, I was like 6/10 difference, and like one point he left me through to probably check how good the slipstream would be, and he overtook me back. After once, like even lifted off, like I don't want to overtake now, and like, keep second for now. And then I was thinking I was probably too far away after a mistake, I think on the previous lap. And then I had like the best exit out of the S's that I was also dreading because I kind of didn't get enough momentum out of it.
Yeah.
But I had so much momentum that I followed him. And after previously driving like over the white line, I wasn't sure if we were being illegal there, but. The battle moment, but we were so close to each other. Then I went to chink left and hoped I would not contact with his car, so I would slow me down. And I was really thinking I would just lose out, just again like against Haruki and against Alfie Denley at the last 2 races. But then I just managed, when I looked at the relative timing, that I just managed to be scored as the leader. I was like, what the hell? So that was great race 1. To be honest, it was the best battle of the season so far. And well, for race 2, I mean, I'm already glad to see like 32 drivers were there, and I saw a lot of. I mean, there was chaos in race 2 that I could see firsthand from my place, but we also have fast drivers. I would say I still saw some academy guys that show a lot of talent, and then I mean there were cars sideways and. I didn't see everything, but I was like chinking left and right. I think I was at one point over behind Mauro that passed me from P17. Then I wanted to follow him, and then I saw I think a red car spun, and I was just about missing it, and then Miro Agribi came, and then was like 2 other cars came flying at us, and I was like positioning myself in the middle, which seemed to be a mistake. The other guy, I think chink left, lost it, or hit me and lost it, and took the other guy, which I'm sorry about if I confused him because. Wasn't my intention. I was like, I don't know, choosing.
It was chaotic. Don't worry.
I know, and I'm just saying, I was not sure if I would prefer like, being the sandwich or being the one sandwiched in the middle instead of being on the outside. I get pushed right. I mean, I saw FS2 and such and FS1 with turn ones, but I
talk about FS1.
Yeah. In the end, I just managed I did not receive damage. I managed to stay clean. I saw wings flying and some other tight ones, but I mean, it's difficult to describe. But in the end, like with level-headed driving and just evading most of it, I could manage to settle into a 5th place at the end, and I had Well, I tried to follow Sergi, but Sergi, like, I think he could feel my breath because, like, each time I started, now we have got free track to go fast. He sped up and he was really quick. So, and then the last attempt to, get into slipstream like Victor style, he got slipstream by a lapped car. And then in turn one, I nearly hit that car on the apex. I don't want to be telling people about their races and such, but I didn't think I saw another lapped car there, so I was thinking, why do we need to drive nearly into a turn and then have a really hair-raising moment? Because I thought from the damage at the contact model Frag 2, there could be very well could have been like ripped each other's tires off or something. So I was I was not clever. But in the end, I mean, I settled for 5th. I had 2 great races today, and I thought like it was cool today. So I loved it. It was good.
Yeah, indeed, it was. I mean, it was a really cool race to watch as well, like to commentate. So I definitely agree with what you said. Anyway, do you have something else to say, or if not, we can just leave you and wish you a good night and congratulations again for the race win.
Yeah, thanks again, Domenico. Probably see you next time, Academy. Bye.
Bye. We can go now with who do we go with? We go for the last one. We go with Beckley, race the winner.
Yep.
So and then we're gonna close up because this is taking a lot. Oh my god. Hello, Gabriel.
Give him a moment.
Yeah, we give him a moment. A little moment. If not, we could come back to Beckley after and we pick someone else. I don't know. I mean, Alex Day and Misha Smith are talking to each other. So, like, they're even screen sharing busy, so I don't think they want to get moved.
Yeah, not really.
If Beckley doesn't want to get interviewed, then I think we can sum up everything and pack our bags for the spring break.
Yeah.
We give Beckley another minute. Let's see if he talks.
He is
I'm here.
active.
Oh, hello, Gabriel. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay. Hello. How are you?
I'm good.
Did you enjoy race 2?
Yeah. The H1 is a carnage, but the
Yeah.
race 2 is pretty enjoyable.
Yeah, I agree with that. So tell us, how did your races go? Race 2 winner, but race 1 you finished. If I remember, you finished like P7. I remember you battling with like you were in that 5 cars battle with Dele Norris, Jannon, and Smith, if I'm not wrong. So, what do you think about that battle? Do you think you could have give it more, or you got a bit lucky and maybe you even got up there to P7? Well, what are your thoughts on the races?
Sorry in advance, my English is very bad.
Don't worry.
My battle with Misha is pretty enjoyable too. He's a respect driver, very fast, and
Yes.
I had collisions with several drivers and I lost a lot of positions in hit 1. Burn Race 2, I had to overtake 2 cars.
Yeah, then you just pulled away because we've seen the crash in the opening lap that involved the 3 cars at the front.
Yeah.
That definitely played at your advantage, you know. You opened the door, so
Yeah.
Because,
My bad launch will help me a lot in this case. But I avoided the collision and I make a good pace at the end of the race. Uh, my car is still very fast on the strips. And Misha was a little more drag and catch me in the sector 2, but I open in other sectors.
Yeah. So yeah. And thank you, Gabriel, for your time. Congrats again on your win.
Thank you too.
And we wish you a good night or a good afternoon or a good evening wherever you are in the world because you're Brazilian. So yeah, just enjoy the evening. I think it's like 7 there. I don't know, around that. So yeah, have fun.
Thank you guys. Good afternoon, everyone.
Bye bye. Okay, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, wrap everything. Thank you, spectators, for following us so far. This was round 8 of the Academy series, and we'll see you on the 16th of June after the spring break at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve.
Yeah.
So goodbye, everybody. Domi off, and Kert, you can say goodbye as well.
Yeah. See you in 4 weeks, and yeah, don't miss us.